Do you ever find yourself just walking on the street and people would just scream?
Yes, grocery store, aisle 7. I'm like, come on, man. Let's not do this shit. Airplanes.
Are you serious? Like
4 rows back, somebody yelling bitch on the plane.
Wait up.
All right.
Thanks for having me, yo.
Yeah, it's a spot.
All right. I heard you paying for it, so we all good though, right?
What can I get you guys started?
I already know what I want. Turkey wings. I'm going through the menu. If you notice, I order something different every time.
I'm gonna do the fried salmon, and then the garlic butter prawns.
With the salmon, you want that just by itself or you want sides?
Oh, can I get the candy yams and greens? You know when they say prawns, that's when you know it's a big shrimp. You know what I mean?
On my sides, I want cabbage and yams.
Nice.
Let's dig in on this shrimp appetizer while we wait on our food to come.
Now, you got us here at Wise Restaurant. Out of every spot in the Bay, why'd you pick this one?
I just found out about it like about 3-4 months ago. And I knew it's nice looking and stuff. I'm like, well, if you're gonna pull up, let's go somewhere nice.
I like that. And I heard you say you were like working your way through the menu.
Yeah, I'm finding my way.
You have a favorite item yet?
And turkey chops was good.
All right, bet.
And I'm waiting till they tell me the seafood is what it's about. Just like you said, hold back on the lobster because you didn't want to make a mess.
Yeah, I wanted it. I wanted the lobster and the crab legs, so I feel like that's a whole...
I feel the same way. I'm like, let me work my way through here before I get to the seafood and see what's up. So I'm kind of working my way up.
Now, we hear Super Bowl week. There's about to be an influx of people coming. Like, can you please tell us, like, what is so beautiful about the Bay that people who are coming should know about?
Well, my favorite thing about the Bay has always been the people. And, you know, it's a wide variety of ethnicities, and, you know, we all love hip-hop and Bay stuff, and it's like little sections, man, a bunch of little cities, and you got to just know your spot. So, of course, we in Oakland, but you venture outside of Oakland, it's a bunch of stuff to do in San Francisco. It's a bunch of nice little cities around, from Napa to San Jose, to, you know, Sausalito. It's all kind of places you can go. It's a lot to it, man. You gotta move around a little bit. So if you meet the right people, they might take you to the right places.
Love that about this. Like, my thing is, since so many people are coming here right now for the Super Bowl, are there Bay things you're like, you have to do before you leave?
Well, I would definitely get that bridge vibe in, because, you know, the beauty of the Bay is what stands out the most from SoCal and NorCal, is it just literally, it looks better. And I have this argument with SoCal people from Southern California. And I'm like, you can say what you want, man, because they think it's so much better. And I'm like, you can say what you want, but it don't look better. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hit them bridges and you see that water, you see that scenery, and you're like, oh shit, this is like amazing. Like, I don't think you could, in the USA, I don't think you're gonna find a better sunset than a Bay Area sunset. If you somewhere where you can see the Golden Gate Bridge out in the distance, and it's like sunset time, and you start seeing all those colors pop up, and it's multiple different looks. It's amazing, bro. You know, they call Oakland the town, and they call San Francisco the city. So we're in the town right now.
I didn't know that.
So if you're over in the city, you might want to venture over to one of those like Ghirardelli Square or Pier 39 or something. Get one of them little seafood joints and get some food where you're sitting there and the water's right there. You might want to do a little bit of that, and then if you feel comfortable with it, like you are right now, you come over to Oakland.
Come on, that's what we need to be.
And take in some of the culture over here. It's a lot different than anywhere else. But basically, try to find some good people and some good food, and then you have a good time.
Freaky Tales.
The movie.
The movie. That name means a lot. You are narrating it. You're starring in it. Like, when you have actors who, like Normani, you have actors who need to sound like they're from around the way. Do you like try to, like, is there like a coaching process of trying to get people to get the accent right and like the dialect?
The guy who played me is from the Bay, Simba, and he called me and asked me, you know, can you give me some pointers on what I should be doing? And I told him to call Mr. Fab. I'm gonna tell you 2 videos to watch. Go watch I'm a Player.
Show dogs in the house and it's a player's life.
And watch Cocktails.
You don't like my dirty raps, you can go
hell, cause short dogs on the mic telling cocktails.
And that's the essence of Too Short, if you can capture that. And then go ask Fab, because from me, I can't tell you how to be me. But somebody else
Can describe you.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it works. He figured it out. And I think in the case of Normani, she's just super talented and she figured it out. Like, it wasn't a true story.
But was it based on like?
It was like little truths in there, but they had the songs and they wrote something to go with these titles. It wasn't like true stories.
Got it.
Like, they totally that whole story is just make believe. My favorite part is when the 4th chapter starts and you thought the whole time you knew what this movie was about, some racial shit, and then Sleepy Floyd breaks out the sword and it turns like, the fuck is this, Bruce Lee now? Like, so.
All right, so we're eating. We got these like discourse, like rapid fire questions. Best place in the Bay to pregame?
Sunday before the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. If you go into the game, then you might want to be out in San Jose somewhere. Probably gonna be a ton of options. It's gonna be a million viewing parties and pre-parties, after parties. Everybody who throws parties is trying to do something. But if you're not going to the game, you might want to be somewhere like in San Francisco. The people who are coming out here for Super Bowl, a lot of them are probably gonna stay in San Francisco. There's gonna be a lot of events in the city. I'm not really going for the loud nightclub vibe. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for the parties that everybody can't get into.
Yeah, the exclusive stuff. Yeah.
You're like at the door, they're like, I don't see your name on the list. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let me up in this month. Mm-hmm. We're coming in, I'm not on the list.
Now, was there a song last year that you just couldn't stop listening to?
I think my favorite local song of last year was That's a Player. That was my Bay Area joint for last year.
What made it your favorite?
The music and the shit they talk in the song. It's the level of shit talking. Not even necessarily the flow or anything. It's just how you talk that shit.
Because like that confidence that goes with it, you know what I mean?
How do you talk that shit? Like, you know, because everybody's like coming from a E40, Too Short, Mac Dre lineage, and we all talk shit. So all of our offspring, that's just what they do naturally is talk that shit.
That's fire. Now I got some rapid fires that I'm gonna have to read off of this.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna mention some notable folk who are either born here in the Bay or lived in the Bay or kind of gained notoriety in the area. I want you to say the first word that comes to your mind when I say some of these names. Zendaya.
She's definitely family, because I know her blood relative, so she's family. She's from the cloth.
Oh, that's what's up. All right, we got Ryan Coogler.
He's a superhero. He got famous for Black Panther, but he's a superhero, so he is the Black Panther. Selling rap album ever, Hammer, man. You know, everything a rapper aspires to be right now, an artist, is what he did, and we kind of collectively condemned him for calling him like a sellout and stuff like that, but he was just ahead of the curve, man. We wish we could sell 20 million records and endorse products and do all this stuff, but you know, so yeah, ahead of his time.
Marshawn Lynch.
The beast, man. I mean, I love what he's doing as a pitch man for all these products and just putting himself out there, being so unapologetically Oakland, and so many like clips that you see on social media, and he's just everywhere with everybody, and everybody wants to talk to him, and it's just funny. His commercial, he's funny. You would never think
hilarious.
You would never think Beast Mode would be a comedian.
Kehlani.
Super talented. She has a cult following of fans. They love her, and if you get around her and hang around her, she's Oakland all the way. She's town business. So I'm just proud of her, man. I'm proud of her because how big her presence is, and she's you know. The music is great.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Last, we got Raphael Sadiq.
Same thing with him. Just family, bro. It's family.
You have a street named after you, was it, in 2022? What was that process like? What does that feel like to get that kind of support from where you grew up?
It's amazing, but at the same time, our town tends to move a little slow when it comes to congratulating its homegrown. I like to say, man, step up to the plate a little sooner because there's so many people from this town that did really great things, and I don't think we congratulate them enough. I feel like I'm just like the hip hop pioneer who jumped it all off. I jump started the vibe. I'm the first one to really get on.
Now if you from Oakland and you love the Raiders, make some noise.
Now, I know your team isn't in the Super Bowl, but tell me about your fandom for the Raiders.
I gotta be honest with you right now. Raider Nation is going through some growing pains. I don't know if it's mismanagement. I don't know if it's disconnect from just what the spirit of the team is. What Al Davis built is lost. Don't know, but I'm banging Raider Nation all day, but I am not a Raider fan. Like, I'm not a team fan right now, and it's been that way for a couple years.
I want to ask, is it hard being a Raiders fan when it went from like Oakland to like LA, back to Oakland, now it's in Vegas?
Mixed emotions about the moving around, but you know the population of Vegas, of Oakland people that live in Vegas is a big number, and the LA and the Bay Area Raider fans that live in Vegas is a big number. So it was like they didn't move away. We're not mad at them about that, not all of us, but we're mad about this zero progress. Pissed off about that. You know, I'm not gonna quit the Raiders. Damn near every day of my life I wear some kind of Raider looking clothes. But
So you're black and silver just no matter what. Like you're just in it now.
But I think if you talk to a lot of us right now, it's more about the loyalty to Raider Nation.
What about you though? What are you doing for the Super Bowl?
Well, I'm gonna be club hopping and party hopping and just kind of like trying to use the opportunity to network a lot. And I was at the last Super Bowl here, as well as All Star.
Oh yeah,
was here just recently. That last Super Bowl that was here was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fucking parties, a lot of good networking. So who else said if New England comes, I think it's gonna be a lot of Boston people come in two kind of ways. They can come real nerdy,
Yeah.
but then they come real like rude and loud and a lot of curse words. Even the females curse a lot. Everything. But I think
But what about the Seahawks though? I feel like the Seahawks, I don't know what like.
so if the Seahawks fans come down to San Francisco to celebrate and party, let alone play the Super Bowl in their rival stadium and win, oh my God, that'd be like the most insulting thing ever. I don't think they would get along too good though. The Seahawks fans with their little blue and stuff walking around here. I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a different vibe depending on whose fans come.
We got Green Day doing like a pre-show type performance. You know, we got Bad Bunny doing a halftime show. But if you could do like a who's who of the area, who's on your roster?
If the Super Bowl in New Orleans would have been a combination of artists from Cash Money and No Limit, it would have been amazing.
Crazy.
Same thing in the Bay. If you just brought out our R&B artists and our rappers who have big records and let us put on a halftime show, it would be amazing. So I mean, you know, you got to go big in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing though. Just happened to be at the right place, right time. Somebody was like, "I got tickets to Bad Bunny at the Staples Center in L.A." I was like, "I ain't doing anything." We went up in there. I think to this day, that is one of the best collection of beautiful women I've ever seen. The audience.
Oh.
I literally needed a neck brace the next day. I broke my neck. For real. So, the boys got fans, and like, what is he, like the biggest streaming artist, the biggest artist global?
Globally he is the biggest. So I think it's gonna be fascinating.
And while we're doing all this racial tension with each other, it's good to like kick up some dust, man. And this war on immigration and stuff is also like spilling over to be like just a hatred thing of races against each other.
Yeah.
It's feeding into something really ugly that, I mean, it's just ugly what I see. So I'm glad Super Bowl was bold enough to like show some Latin love. And you know what I'm more interested in? Who's gonna be next year's Super Bowl talent? Because it's about time You gotta throw him one back, man. Get the Rolling Stones back up there. Somebody, you can't keep doing them like that, man. It's been really urban.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like nobody, I don't know about country western or.
You know, country's having like
It's the
honestly,
first time in my life I like country.
Yeah, it's like a good it's like a good wave hitting right now.
This is my first time like actually going up. I was just told the other day there's a country bar in Vegas that's real fly. I'm like, let's go. And my boy was like, you want to go to the country bar? I'm like, if it's fly, let's go. He's like, it's fly.
I mean, I tell you, being in LA, one of the biggest things right now is line dancing. Everybody's out here line dancing. I done seen people line dancing with Jordans, but a cowboy hat on. Mm-hmm. It is fascinating.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Can't believe I'm about to say this, but Blow the Whistle turns 20 this year. 20.
I released it in 2006.
Which is crazy. You and honestly, Juvenile are probably the only two artists I can think of that has a song that can play with Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z, and get that party started. Like the moment people hear what's my favorite word, it just.
Yeah, I love that song because it doesn't age, and I don't know what that ingredient is or what that formula is, but I'm glad it happened. And you know, it's timeless music is different than hit records. Hit records, you love a hit record, be your favorite song of the year, but it might not be your favorite song for the next 20 years. So, timeless is something that no producer can tell you how to do it. No artist can tell you what it is. It just has to happen. And a lot of times, timeless songs aren't the biggest hits.
Did you feel it when you record? Like, did you know, or did it just catch you by surprise how the longevity of that song?
Well, the longevity is a surprise. I noticed that the song I knew it was special right off the rip. The label I was signed to at the time, Jive Records, didn't feel the same way. They were like, it's a hit. They promoted it for probably 4 weeks and then just said, we're out of money. But how could you be out of money when you got NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake?
At the height of that, too.
Yeah, like, how are you out of money? And like, it's just not in the budget. So they stopped promoting it, which I think was a blessing, because if they would have promoted it like it was a big hit, it probably would have took all the sting out of it. But when I noticed it was special, it was probably like 2009, 2010. Every few years, another city would be like, it's a brand new song to them. And my cousins called me one day from New Orleans, and they were like, I'm over here arguing with this mother, telling them that this song ain't new. And the person who just heard it is like, oh, this is my new jam. And my cousin is like, this song been out for 5 years. And they're like, no, when it just came out. So that was the beauty of Blow the Whistle. Jay-Z hit me up one day and said, can you send me the instrumental? And I was like, yeah, never asked him what it was for. He was talking shit. He used it as a diss record to diss somebody, a basketball player who said something bad about LeBron James. And at the time, Jay was kind of courting LeBron to come to the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets hadn't moved. It was still New Jersey Nets. It was about to be Brooklyn Nets. The stadium was being built, and he thought, LeBron was going to make another, when he did the Miami decision.
Right.
Thought it was going to be
to New York, which kind of made sense at one point.
But when he did that, then it was a brand new record in New York. And I'm like, I'll take it. And, they started playing a lot in New York. So it had been out for years.
I mean, it almost was a brand new record last year. I mean, it became the Eagles
exactly.
fight
People
song.
in Philadelphia didn't even know the goddamn song. They're like, brand new. So I'm like, I love Philly for that.
You know it's the official song for the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's only right, baby. Go.
I go on and on. Can't understand how it lasts so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours.
How'd you and Gilly link up? Because I remember it just became a thing.
He just did it. He did that. I give him all credit. It had nothing to do with me. I flew out there to go do a little clip with him. As soon as I walked up, I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, I bet them streams looking good. Like, goddamn right they look good. And they won the Super Bowl, so I'm like, it was a good journey. That's probably the biggest hit record I've ever had. It wasn't the biggest hit out the gate, but it's the biggest hit in the in the catalog.
I mean, that's a rarity just for not only music, but especially hip hop. Like, again, that song has went generations.
From the time I was, like 20, 21 years old to like young 30s, I got 10 gold and platinum albums and multiple features on other gold and platinum albums, other artists. Find me an artist who did that and then 20 years into that career made their signature song, the biggest record at the age of 40. I've been trying to figure out anybody that did it, because everybody's signature song is young in their career. First few albums, whenever that run, that little run you do, your first 4 or 5 albums, the ones that everybody love you for, that the signature song is in there somewhere. Song or songs that they know you and love you for. I made Shake That Monkey when I was 38. I made Blow the Whistle when I was 40. And those are like 2 of the biggest records I ever made. I seen a clip with a baby crying, and then you play Blow the Whistle and the baby stop crying, and then you stop the song and the baby start crying again. So to make the baby stop crying, they got to play Blow the Whistle.
Like, what does that feel like? Like, that means you created something that a lot of artists, whether it's a painter, whether it's an actor, a director, a musician, try their whole life to do. Something that touches not just one set of people, but
I think it's the vibrations, man. It's like certain songs, it's the key that it's in, it's the tempo, it's the pattern. It's one of those songs. It's very basic, but it's something about the way it vibrates that it makes people feel good. And when you ask me, how did I feel we made it? I felt that. A lot of songs that I make, I like, but other songs give you this feeling like, oh, this people gonna like this shit. Like you know.
I'm gonna have to read this one because this list is long. All right, so you work with everybody, and I'm gonna read this list. Here we go. We got Tupac, Biggie, Lady Gaga, Khalees, Jay-Z, 8-Ball MJG, Jermaine Dupri, E40, Scarface, Trick Daddy, George Clinton, crazy, Lil Jon, Twista, UGK, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Dom Kennedy, The Dog Pound, Birdman, 50 Cent, T.I., Mac Dre, Ludacris, and Chris Brown, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Are there any collabs that you regret passing on? And anybody you would like make a song with today?
Well, first thing I want to say is every collab I ever did, I would say 95% of them, they all called me. All those names you said, I didn't call any of them. They all called me and asked me to do a song with them, which is something I'm proud of. I think that I had did a certain thing before I started doing all those collabs. I had already made those fucking 10 gold and platinum albums. Blow the Whistle and Shake That Monkey came along, and it just kind of stamped the official, career stamp like legend. And it just happened, and I look back on it from then till now, these past 20 years since 2006. It's a body of work that I'm really proud of, that I'm like, I pushed it to the max. And I just felt like that's how I'm looking at my career. Let me do something that they didn't do. And what can I do? Because they all rap better than me, and they got vocabulary and styles and intricate, deliveries and all this shit. And I'm just super basic with it on the beats and the delivery. The flow is just basic. But nobody can say I made 3 songs with Jay-Z, 2-3 songs with Biggie, multiple songs with Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and everybody you named on the list. Nobody can run that shit down. So I think that I put myself as a person who's not critically acclaimed for lyrics. I think I'm critically acclaimed for career. Period. Like you can talk all that shit. We can sit all the best rappers at the table, and they'll be like, well, let's rank us at the table and put me, 20 rappers, rank me number 20. I'm like, but you motherfuckers didn't have my career though. And I always say that shit. I'm like, okay, now we ranking best rappers. Now let's rank most platinums. What's that? I'm in the 6 platinum club, and that the 7, 8, 9, and 10. When you go 5 and lower, it's a lot of people in the 5 platinum club. 4, 3, 2. Ain't a lot in the 6, 7, 8, and up.
Nowadays, that's damn near.
It's not gonna happen. So That's another thing I say. I always say, do your research. Go see who's all in the 6 or more platinum club, not as rappers, as artists.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of that shit.
Speaking of which, like back in the day, like you were out here doing like specially made cassettes, like direct to consumer, which almost felt like ahead of its time because now when you think of Twitch, you think of streaming, you know, artists putting their songs on like TikTok and Instagram. That is the current way of reaching the consumer. Like, how do you feel about the times changing of how we are trying to connect with people to hear your music?
Well, you know, when we were doing it, we weren't trying to be innovative. We just were dealing with the resources available to us, which were little of nothing. So it's like do it yourself or it won't get done. I think that I'm envious of today's possibilities of like just uploading and sending it around like you. Again, I'm just amazed that I can have a song on my phone right now and send it to you, and it pop up on your phone, even if you here or in New York or in London, and you get the song in a matter of seconds. I'm just like, it's amazing. So, that little slow roll of walking around the streets and catching the bus and selling tapes to different people in different neighborhoods, it's sort of the same concept of, you know, likes and shares and all that stuff. I don't know, man. My favorite music is like just the soul of it. I'm not even gonna say that my favorite music, but I just love the soul of shit that came out in the 60s and 70s.
That experience.
So yeah, before drum machines and before you can do any kind of, you know, the machines and shit. When it was, you had to play it.
Yeah.
You had to sing it. Like
You had a band in the studio with you recording it, you know?
and when you hear somebody singing on those songs, you're like, there was no auto tune, there was nothing. You had to sing it in the right key, and those songs are beautiful, man. And then you had to get on stage, and even if in that time, if somebody loved your song, they were still waiting to see you. Like, I gotta see you before I love you. Mm-hmm. And then you get on that stage, and you're either gonna get the love or not.
Yeah.
And a performance that you do on stage could kill your career.
Yeah.
Or make it. They're like, oh, that's about it. You get up there, do the right dance, right look, and they go, oh shit, I'm crazy, I love you. But then you get up there and can't really sing, and that's the end of your career. But now, if you get a hit record right now, you're allowed to get on stage with the microphone in your hand, and the words are going, and the microphone's way over here, and you just dancing, doing stuff. Like literally, you can do a show and get away with it just doing your ad libs.
Yeah, that's real.
And it's like, what? Like I'm at the show going, wait, the song's rapping. You put the mic up. But the crowd don't care.
We had beef for a long time, but you ain't know it.
Good.
Because I didn't realize that you can't just walk around screaming, bitch, to a lot of people. And I was going around at one point, and it didn't work out. One time I got smacked so good.
Oh shit.
So good. It was in high school. I went to a Catholic school. It was a good open hand, a good open hander.
So there's a way to do it, and it's what you say before and after, and it's the tone of voice you use, and it's everything. So let's say let's say this lady you got a master's degree, or she's a PhD or something, and she just carries herself like this, and you're like, I can't call her a bitch. Yeah. But I would be just nonchalantly somewhere, and I'd be like, you're the most beautiful bitch I've ever seen in my life. You're the most successful bitch I've ever been around. Like, I can't believe how powerful this bitch is. You know?
Yeah, okay. You use it to big up.
Yeah. And it's just how you deliver it that makes it go. Damn sure can't say, bitch. That's the open hand. Comes the open hand.
The way you say it is so fun. I feel like do you ever find yourself just walking on the street and people would just scream?
Yes. Grocery store, aisle 7. I'm like, come on, man. Let's not do this shit. Let's not do this. Airplanes.
Are you sitting like
4 rows back, somebody yelling bitch on the plane? Not here, bro. You see this old lady sitting next to me?
Confused. Why is that man screaming bitch at you?
For a while, I had rigged my phone, so every time I get a text, it said, bitch. and then it would like do it at all the wrong times. So I disabled the shit.
Man, that's it. Thank you so much, man.
All good.
This is fantastic.